Hi, I'm Linda and I'm a demonstrator for Stampin'Up in Australia. I'm just going to show you today something really cute that I've been working on this week. I've got a gift bag punch board class next week and I've been playing around with the punch board, seeing all different things I can do, and this week I decided to do for you guys on my YouTube channel a Minion gift bag. Okay, last year, you might remember, for those who've been watching for a while, we did a Minion circlet thinlet card. That's actually my most watched video ever. So I hope you like this one. Minions do seem to be very popular at the moment. Just in the interest of time and making this video not too long, I've actually gone ahead and I have made up a plain yellow Daffodil Delight piece of cardstock. The Daffodil Delight is one of our brights colours here at Stampin' Up. And I've made this in the way that you would make a medium-sized punch board box, or gift bag I should say. So I've measured, my cardstock measured at the beginning 11 inches long by 8 inches wide. So 11 by 8 to start. And I've gone along and I've made my front panels the medium size. This is the gift bag punch board. I have to be careful how I say it because there's also a gift box punch board, but this is the gift bag. And it's on page 150 in your catalogue. This is our brand new catalogue that was released last month. If you'd like one, please contact me and we'll get one to you. Lots of ideas and things to do in here, but these are the punch boards and this is the gift bag punch board. It's $32 here in Australia, and you can do all kinds of things. You can do boxes with flaps, without, you can do side opening boxes. This is another box that I've done, just a plain box, but I decorated the top, made it out of some pattern paper and added a sentiment. Lots and lots of things you can do. So this little one though, I'm actually doing a little different because it has a flap. You can see here it has a flap, okay? So we need to actually do the flap before we put the box together. So I've started out as if it was an ordinary box, but then what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to do a score line, and I do my score line roughly, I'm just going to use my scoring tool here, from that bottom edge. Okay, so I've already folded up my base pieces. From that bottom edge, I'm doing a score line at around about the 5-inch mark. If you wanted it, this one's actually slightly shorter. I don't know if you can see this. Okay, it's about 1/4 of an inch shorter. Okay, so he just ends up being a little taller. Either work fine, okay? But the second one that I did, this guy, he's 5 inches. So I'm just going to take my scoring tool and measure 5 inches from the bottom of the box. Okay, just move that out of the way. Right, now I've got my score line. The flap where it's going to go over, the rest of it I'm going to cut off, but I'm going to leave the flap. So when I put my box together, okay, this is going to be the back because that's where the join is. So that means this is the flap that's going to come from the back and go over to the front. So this is the flap that I don't wish to cut. So that's the one I'm not cutting, but I'm going to cut the rest. And you can do it with scissors and just cut along that score line if you want to, or if you're a bit OCD like me, I like it all to be straight. So, but that's my issue. And I'm just going to bring my trimmer down to that line. Yep, that's correct. Right. And then you've got this little bit here. You could also trim that with your trimmer if you wanted to. I'm just going to, it's short enough that I trust myself to cut that bit. Okay, and then I've got a box with a flap. Okay, now just to make this flap a little neater, I actually just cut the edges at an angle. And I go in about 1 centimetre and then just cut back to that corner. Same on this side, about 1 centimetre, and cut back to the corner. You could do that with your trimmer too if you really want to. Alright, so now I'm going to put my box together. Okay, so I've got this little flap left over when I'm cutting the medium sized box, and I'm just going to use some fast fuse. I find fast fuse really, really good for putting boxes together, and it's quick and easy. And I find personally it easier to put the sides together first. And it's a little bit like the old sticky strip, and then you want to get this right. This box is actually very easy, but it is tool heavy, so that means you do need quite a few tools, and I'm going to show those to you as we go through. These little edges need a bit of a bend in. So the sides have like a beveled, that's what's really great about this box. It sits really nicely because the sides have a beveled, so they go in at the sides, a gusset I think you'd call that. Okay, I'm going to do the same with the bottom. Now, I actually find putting it on the small ones, on the outside of those. A bit of fast fuse on each side. With the fast fuse, took me a while to get the hang of it, but now I love it. You need to flick it so that it doesn't come off like mozzarella cheese. But it's one of those things, once you get the hang of it, you won't want to use anything else. It's fabulous. If you don't like it though, or you don't want to use it, we do have tear tape now, which is a fantastic thing. We've only recently got that in our new catalogue. And you just tear that off as you go. And there's 24 metres of that on a roll, which is a substantial amount of tape, so it's awesome. Alright, so now our box is all done. We just need to decorate it. So you can sort of see now how that's taking shape. Okay, we have the flap. Okay, so to make, first of all, the band with the eye, okay, I used a 1-inch strip for the band, okay, so it's just a piece of black cardstock cut to 1 inch wide, and rather than try and measure it, because I know it's the same size as the box, so I just measured from the start line to the medium line, because we know that that's how big the box is, and then I just cut it at that point. I just thought that's a lot easier than trying to measure. If I can avoid measuring things, I will do it every time. Okay, so here's our band, and now of course it's exactly the same width as our box. Right, then I've cut a 1 3/4 circle punch out of smoky slate or a light grey cardstock. Then I've used 1 3/8 inch out of white. Now you could also use 1 1/4. Either of those sizes would work. So that one's going to go in there. Then I've used in soft suede a 3/4 inch punch, this guy here, and the 1/2 inch punch for the little black pupil in the middle. So I'm just going to put those together very quickly. Snail's fine for those. Not going to do heavy duty. And you can make his eye do whatever you'd like it to do. Got some green on the back of that one. Called recycling, and there we go, and that goes in the middle of my black piece, and of course that then goes, I fold my punch over, my flap over, there he is, eye all ready to go. Okay, for his overalls, I used our 3rd smallest square framelit die, but actually what that is a 2 by 2 inch square, but it doesn't end up being square because then I took 1/2 inch off one side, so it's 1 1/2 inches by 2 inches, and you're just going to put a bit of adhesive on the back, and you're going to put that right in the middle at the base of your box. Okay, then I've cut 2 of this colour, if you're wondering. This is Pacific Point, which is from the Brights range, and it's a perfect minion colour. When I made the card last time, I didn't have any of this, and I used Marina Mist, but this is actually better. Okay, and I'm word windowing those, so this is the word window punch. Whoop, stuck to myself there. Word window punch is what I've used to cut the straps of his overalls. And then we're going to put that on the other side, like that. Okay, now I didn't have any small enough punches to do the buttons on his overalls. I wanted them to be a smaller size, so actually I used the 2 smallish eyes on the owl punch, which actually worked out really well. So I'm just going to open that punch if I can get it open. This one I've had for so many years. It's done very good duty, this one. There's my two eyes. You only got to punch once, they both punch out. And there's a little bit of snail on the back of each one. One in the middle of one, and the other on the other side. Now don't worry that the straps are a little bit too long because we're going to trim those off. Okay, so there's our buttons. Okay, get your paper snips again. And I'm just trimming them off in line with the side of the box. There we go. Alright, so now he's really coming together, but he is missing his mouth. Now the mouth is really easy, just a small piece of black cardstock is really easy, and you can use whichever circle you like, but I use the same one that I used for the white of his eye. And I've done a small piece out of it, and I just went back in and did the circle twice just to make like a crescent moon, and I'm just going to stick that on right down there where I put it. And there he is. If you have a little bit of white, like chalk marker, that would be really cute to add a little bit of glimmer to his eye as well. To keep it closed, you can do however you like, but I actually took the easy way out and actually used some adhesive Velcro tape. Okay, so with this, you want to put it, peel off the back. Okay. You want to put it just behind that eye. I find it easier if you put the two pieces together and then stick them on like that rather than trying to match them up. Okay, so there he is, and he's closed and he's working. He looks terrific. We've had a lot of fun making, as you can see, a few of these. Actually made a couple of them for the video that I had to re-record a couple of times when I messed it up. You can see I've made lots of other boxes and had lots of fun with different things, but the Minion ones have been my favourite this week because they're fun and they would be great for a kid's birthday party. I hope you enjoyed those. Check back and see what I'm up to. You can either go to my blog, www.lhiggins.blogspot.com, or my Facebook business page, which is Linda Higgins, Independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. So either of those will show you lots of fun things I've been up to. Also running a class on this next week for those on the Central Coast. So check in and send me an email if you'd like to come. Thank you so much, guys. Enjoy. Bye-bye.